Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today we're diving headfirst into the digital fossil record. Today's specimen, the S24 FE. The big question, now 6 months in, does this phone hold its own, or is it just a glorified paperweight? First off, the design. It's like finding a perfectly preserved sandwich from last year's picnic. Classic Samsung. Clean lines, a solid build, and a familiar camera bump. It's got a 6.7-inch Dynamic AMOLED 2X display. Colors pop and blacks are deeper than my existential dread on a Monday. With 120Hz refresh rate, HDR10+, and 1900 nits peak brightness, this is a fantastic screen to look at. There's glass front and back protected by Gorilla Glass Victus Plus, which I assume is just regular glass that's just been on a really good self-defense glass. It's got an aluminium frame with IP68 dust and water resistance, meaning you can drop it down the toilet and after a quick rinse, still post about it on Instagram. At 213 grams, it's got some nice heft, but in a good quality way. The S24 FE launched with an Exynos 2400E, which is a 4nm chipset with a 10-core CPU. In 2025, it's still great for any task you throw at it. Day-to-day tasks are smooth. Multitasking, sure, if you consider switching between emails and cat videos multitasking. Graphically intensive games run perfectly fine, although I did notice this phone gets quite toasty after a good session. This phone comes with an Xclipse 940 GPU. For an Exynos chip, this is really not a bad performer. It comes with 8 gigs of RAM and storage options up to 512 gigabytes. Enough room for all your digital hoarding. Sadly, there's no micro SD card slot because apparently we're all supposed to live in the cloud, which, let's be honest, is just someone else's computer. A 4700 mAh battery lasts full day with moderate use. Heavy users? Well, you'll befriend your charger. You at least get 25 watts wired charging that gets you 50% in 30 minutes and 15 watts wireless charging, plus reverse wireless charging. Perfect for those moments when your earbuds are dead as your social life. Now, let's talk about those cameras. The S24 FE's camera system is solid and reliable, like a middle-aged accountant at a karaoke night. It's got a 50-megapixel main sensor with OIS, an 8-megapixel telephoto with 3x optical zoom, and a 12-megapixel ultrawide. Photos are sharp, colors are not overblown. Low light performance is also decent except for that telephoto lens that gets quite grainy at night. This phone even boasts 8K video recording at 30 frames per second, for when you want to capture your cat napping in excruciating detail. Not even some flagships have 8K recording, although I don't see a real world use for this feature besides using all of your internal storage up. There's also a 10-megapixel selfie camera, great for documenting your ever-growing collection of forehead wrinkles at decent quality, I might add. But the real magic? The price. A fantastic value proposition at $498 if you do some digging around. 5G, Wi-Fi 6E, Bluetooth 5.3, NFC, USB Type-C 3.2, Samsung DeX, Circle to Search, and a slew of AI features. It's got more acronyms than a government agency. So, this is the S24 FE. Worth it in 2025? Absolutely. If you want a phone that won't break the bank, that has a great camera system, and keeps up with all your day-to-day shenanigans, this is it. It might not be the flashiest, most reflective maybe, but it's definitely reliable, like a good pair of socks. And with up to 7 years major OS updates, it will last longer than your relationships. Well, that's the S24 FE. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more of my content. Cheers. This is horrible. Manufacturers need to stop doing this. We need to do a petition or something. This is terrible.